Thank you for inviting us here. I'm happy to speak with you for a few minutes. Of course, we've had a reduction in the time, and we're having some trouble with the screen, so I'm not really going to do the presentation that I expected to. But we work around the world in renewable energy, waste-to-energy projects, whether it be in China, Japan, here in India, in Pune, in Europe, in North America. So I'll just make a few observations, if I may. One, and I apologize for the shortness of time, but so I'll have to be very direct. But India has a public health problem associated with waste. It's not an academic problem, and it's not strictly a government problem. There are very few areas that need additional research or development of technology or validation. There are technologies operating around the world that can resolve these issues: plastics, anaerobic digestion for wet materials. By the way, if you have dry material, I would strongly suggest that you do not add water to it in order to make a digester or a composter. If you have dry material, use an advanced thermal technology to convert it either to electricity or to liquid fuels. If you have very wet materials, use an anaerobic digester, proven all over the world, off the shelf. These are technologies that can be applied most immediately. So just in terms of capacity, we've talked today about solar, we've talked about wind in previous discussions. We've talked about the problem associated with those because there's no economical storage. At best, solar projects are operating 50% capacity. At best, wind projects are operating somewhere between 30 and 40 if you have a really good project. So let's talk about renewable energy, which is available 24/7 all the time, can be dispatched up, can be dispatched down, can be stored in the form of a fuel pile, a feedstock pile. And I would encourage that we look to the established technologies. There are over 100 gigawatts of electricity capacity available in India based on municipal solid waste alone. And there are another 100 gigawatts available from biomass to energy facilities using existing established technologies today. So I see this really as a matter of implementation rather than reinvention of technologies, and I would encourage everyone to think about it in that regard. The skill set will follow. The important thing is to pick a technology that's most appropriate for your waste stream and move ahead with it. So thank you for a few minutes of quick comments.